Prophet of Allah tells us of a man who worshipped Allah for 500 years. He worshipped Allah for how long? For 500 years. Then when he came and he stood before Allah Azza wa Jal, says to the angels, take him and enter him into the paradise through my mercy. You know what I love about the hadith? The sincerity of the man. He says, oh Allah, though I appreciate that I'm going to paradise, but I heard you say enter through your mercy. Oh Allah, I don't want to enter through your mercy. I want to enter through my actions. I worshipped you for 500 years. Surely that is worth something. Today we have this, that I'm better than the rest. That look at my beautiful beard, man. Look how it wiggles as I talk. And look at my, look at my nice white abaya. And look at my nice coat, Who do you think you are, man? So Allah says, you want to enter through your actions? He says, yes. Allah says, no problems. So He orders the angels and He says, bring the scales forward. Allah says to the angels, put his 500 years of worship on one end of the scale and just only put the ni'mah, only put the blessing that I gave him to be able to see with his eyes. Just the blessing of seeing, put that on the other end of the scale. The ni'mah of seeing outweighed the worship of 500 years. So He says to the angels, take him and cast him into the hellfire. Then and only then did he realize that my ibadah equal to nothing without Allah's mercy. Then he begs Allah and he says, oh Allah, I am content with your mercy. To understand with yaqeen, with certainty, my brothers and my sisters, forgive me, if the words are a bit harsh, wallahi forgive me. But I rather rattle the cage here than we die and stand before Allah and get the biggest shock of your life. But to understand, I'm not talking to the crowd, I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. To understand with conviction that everything you see around you here, don't be fooled, don't be fooled. Wallahi, every single human being that ever came, that exists, that is ever to come into this world, please stay with me here, please. Every human being that ever came, that exists, Muslim and non-Muslim alike, every human being, every jinn, Wallahi, my brothers and my sisters, every animal, every insect on the face of this earth, Wallahi, every country, every government, with all its might, with all its power, with all its technology, with all its money, with all its luxuries, with everything that you and I desire, with all its armed forces, its rifles, its tanks, its air forces, everything you see around you, everything, with the exception of nothing. Every country, every land, every tree, every ocean, every bird that takes flight, every beast that walks on four legs, every grain of sand, every leaf on the tree, every country, every planet, every star. Wallahi, the first heaven, the second heaven, the third heaven, the fourth heaven, the fifth heaven, the sixth heaven, the seventh heaven, all the angels, Mikael, Jibrail, Israfil, the ocean above the seven heavens, the eight that carry the throne of Allah, the throne of Allah, the kursi of Allah, all are dead, all are dead. Nothing moves, nothing stops, nothing makes, nothing breaks, nothing gives, nothing takes, nothing rises and nothing falls, nothing harms and nothing benefits. Illallah.